Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Boom. We're gonna go up to the heavyweights, right? Again, we're gonna talk, that little triangle: Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. But right now, we're gonna talk Deontay Wilder's manager, or one of them, co-promoters, and Shelly Finkel. You've heard the name, and talking about the promoter Eddie Hearn from Anthony Joshua. Well, I was just talking in this video yesterday that Eddie Hearn came with a new deal for for Deontay Wilder and his team, a new deal, more improved. He says with a percentage split. We don't know what that is. He said he sent a new deal over to Shelly Finkel and Deontay Wilder's team. And what was I telling you guys? Shelly Finkel or anybody from Deontay Wilder's team is just simply not listening. Definitely not until after their fight with Tyson Fury. All that listening was done from February to around September. Right? And Shelly Finkel has come out talking to Barbershop Conversations, who I think is a member of that LDBC y'all be talking about all the time. See, somebody else talking to them, remember? Right? So Shelly Finkel has just confirmed everything, like pretty much every single thing I said, which means he is not listening. He is not interested in any deals or anything that Eddie Hearn or that team is sending him before December the 1st. He mentioned that, Eddie Hearn wasn't trying to talk to me right before the Povetkin fight. So we have time after this fight. Anytime after that, he'll be willing to sit down with the guy. So he's like, there will be no meeting, and we don't have to really worry about anything he's talking about. He also mentions, that poll that they had, right? They had that poll of who should Anthony Joshua fight after the Povetkin fight, and Deontay Wilder wins the poll going away, about 55%, followed by 42% by Tyson Fury, and then 5% with Dillian White. Well, Shelly Finkel says, well, have fun just fighting your 5%. Just like I said. I mean, is there anything I haven't said? Either I'll put it up in the information, the video from yesterday, or when you click on this one, it's the 2-3 videos before this one. It ain't like you can't find it, right? It's ridiculous. It's exactly what we're talking about. And he also said Joshua's, at the end of the day, Joshua just didn't want to fight. We know it. Everybody knows that. He just said, his profile is taking a hit. And even in England, because people know what time it is. Even at the fight, they were saying we want Wilder. When he asked who they want, they're telling them it's Wilder all the time. So everybody knows what time it is. And that's why it's so simple and easy for me to say, that they're not talking to him anymore. Probably, at least he said after the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight, they can sit down again, right? So why would I do this video when I know I was right again? Well, because I'm going to do videos anyway, and I'm going to be right most of the time. We've established that, right? That's because you're unbiased and you're just watching what people are saying. But this is also important for one reason. That would render all of the antics that are about to come from this day until December the 1st from Anthony Joshua's team, Eddie Hearn. All the antics when he's in IFL London talking on TV and on these internet websites and YouTube channels or whatever, right? It will render all of those antics void. He doesn't need to do it because he will be talking to no one. Those antics that are about to come, like we sent a deal or anything else that's going to come in the next days, he's talking to his fan base. You know how Trump does something wrong, but he can go back and talk to his fan base, who they suspiciously call conservatives, and just saying how it is, they're just racist. We always use the word conservative to cover that up. Well, he can do 1,000 things wrong because his conservative base won't care, right? So that's why, and this is the same thing on a smaller scale, what Eddie Hearn is doing. He's going to continue to talk. He knows that Shelly Finkel, and he knows why, that Deontay Wilder's team will not be answering. I wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't answer anymore. You had enough of this guy, right? You have another fight that's big, and you're going to handle that. After that, you can hear whatever this guy might be talking about, right? But until after your fight, you won't. And Shelly Finkel won't, and most people with common sense won't. But you're going to listen to all those things that Eddie Hearn is going to be saying up until December the 1st. But remember this. He's only talking to a wall. No one is listening. Just like I said in the last video. So here we go with the thumbs down. You know why? Because it's the truth. Bam. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.